Hello there guys, welcome to Survival Russia. So actually I just came back from Moscow. I've been to Moscow for a few days and I wanted to do some video there and blah blah blah, but I didn't manage, but because I returned quite some earlier than expected, because my presence here was badly needed. We had 50 centimeters of snow in less than 24 hours here. It's a pretty good amount of snow, I'll say. So Mrs. Survival Russia, she had a hard battle with all this stuff. But the video, as the title most likely say, is gonna be something about how to tie your boots for wearing heavy body armor and being stationary or guard duty or something like this. We'll get into that in a little bit of a second, because before we start, it's gonna be quite a raw video, right? Before we start, there's a few things I wanna update you guys on. First of all, I want to say that I've updated my Patreon page to. I realized that it was actually quite a while since I've updated the goals and the description and so on. So yeah, you can check that out, because there's something about the troubles and tribulations going on being a YouTuber and so on. Talking about that, I will say that lately it have become completely impossible to follow the comments. When I comment on other people's videos, if people reply to my comment there, I get no notifications. When I reply to people on my own videos, I get no notifications. I basically don't get any notifications about comments any longer. And I don't know, maybe it's a general problem. I actually contacted the support about this issue, and basically what they said was that yeah, but YouTube do not want to bother you with too much many emails and notifications of this and that. I mean, the only way I can say moderate or reply to comments is to manually go through comments. So if you're commenting on an old video and so on, I have no chance to check up on it. It's really sad. I got a few comments today actually, or a few notifications from YouTube, but you know, earlier I got notifications for every single comment made. That was a lot, but it was awesome, because I sort of like could find out what was going on in the comments and so on. That's out of the window. So if I do not answer, it's not because of arrogance and I do not want to answer and I don't have the time and this and that. It's just how it is. I can't. If it comes up and running again, I don't know, then I will of course start, because I actually have I put much time and effort into actually replying to your comments. So yeah, it's what it is. But let's get on to the boot thing. The reason I want to do this video when I'm doing it here is that I was in Moscow, and I was wearing my old boots in Moscow. These are actually horrible for winter, but slippery surfaces, that's a different matter. Back in the day when I was living in Moscow, I had a very funky job. The job was, part of the job was to wear level 3A body armor, wearing boots, and not walking that much, being pretty stationary, guard duty kind of a thing and so on. And you know, when you're wearing boots indoors and outdoors and not moving that much, it's not really awesome for your feet, because you can say our feet is in the first place not really made for wearing boots to begin with, right? Or shoes for that matter. But sometimes when I got home from being out for 12 hours or 18 hours or 22 hours, you know, heavy loaded and so on, and quite static, as I said, my lower legs here, my shins, I mean, they would really be swollen up, full of water, and not extremely, but enough. I mean, I could feel my calves. Boom, boom, boom. So what I came up with was to tie my boots in a different way. Basically, our wrist stands like this, and we have a high point here, right? And more than often, of course, depends on the foot, there will be some veins and arteries and so on top of the foot there, right? So I came up with tying my boots in a different manner. As you can see, I laced the boot normally here, but then I skipped these two on each side, went straight up, and over and across to of course get a little bit of support and so on. Then I did the same here. I skipped and just laced them normal upwards. This actually releases a lot of stress on or pressure on the foot, instead of it being tied down like a hammer, you know, like something like this. I'll try and put the boot here on and show you what it looks like. It's a little bit difficult for me to see, but I can see that the boot should be in frame here. But you see we have a big open space here, and when I walk, it kind of bubbles up there a little bit. And this actually works very well to release the pressure on your foot, and it helps the circulation a lot, I can say. It's just about finding the highest point of your foot and make an opening there. There's of course a nice thing to lace the boots normally, where the boots bend, or what you can say where you naturally bend, but then skip one more here to gives a little bit more circulation, and then don't tie the boots too tightly. Then everything will be awesome, and you'll still have a little bit of circulation left in your feet and lower legs. I mean, it was not awesome to run around like that, and it took me quite a while to find out this little hack. So yeah, a little boot hack, and we're back at the homestead. We'll head out to the forest Saturday, tomorrow. I'm looking after the kids. My sister Russia is going to teach in the local school and all that good stuff. So Saturday and Sunday, hope I do not jinx Saturday and Sunday now, but we'll head to the forest and we'll have to see how much snow we have, because it's at 50 centimeters in less than 24 hours. That's a lot. It's actually the most snow we had in recorded history. So guys, please check the links in the description and share and subscribe and bell, like, all that good stuff. It's great to be back. Get out and train, get it done, do something awesome, and see you in the next video, guys.